Well, hi. Thanks once again for joining me. I'm going to go another step further with my old computer here. I'm going to attempt to see if this drive is working or not. This is a drive designed specifically for use with this this type of computer, and I don't hold out much hope of the drive operating. Actually, this is the kind of connector it's got on it. Go. I think it says Mitsubishi Canada. No, it doesn't. I don't know what it says. Okay, so I think maybe the first thing is to turn this on without it being connected to anything, just to see if anything happens at all. It's definitely switched off at the back. I'm going to plug in the power cord here. Okay, now there's no disk in there. Here, I have a bunch of disks. Somewhere I have like 200 of these. Somewhere, which I can't find right now. Now these were really used with the Commodore 64 and the 128. I don't think these will work. I think they're formatted inappropriately for working on this computer, but I really don't know. In the worst case, in the best case, I can pop one of these in and format it. Now, let's see, this one's Chess Master 2100. This is full of software. This one's full of software. Have I not got a blank one somewhere? Songwriter. Huh. Son of a gun. None of these are actually blank. This one here is a very important disk to me. This has got some software that I wrote years and years and years ago. See, it says SWL on it, shortwave listening. Yeah. Well, we're just going to start with no disk, and then maybe we'll stick in this commercial one and just see what happens. Okay, so we're all set. Turn it on. The most that should happen is some sound should come out of this, which you should be able to hear real easy because the microphone's right near it and it's sitting on the. You can hear that. So any mechanical operation in here should come through the mic pretty strong. Okay, let's see what happens. So I believe I hear the motor running inside it. I would have expected this red light to stop. It has not stopped. Okay, let's switch it off. We'll put a disk in. I'm going to start it with the disk in. Here we go. It's spinning the disk. Okay, well, it's not plugged into the computer. So perhaps it really can't do much on its own. It really needs the computer. So I'll plug this in the back here. So some kind of key to this. Doesn't seem to be any key or anything stopping me from plugging this in upside down. I'll go with the word Commodore on top. Okay, now let's try the disk drive again before I power up the computer itself. I can't imagine this will make any difference, but computer on. Here we go. So we're in Commodore Basic mode, which I think is the best mode to be in. Now, there's a way of acquiring the list of what programs are on the disk. There's a command you can feed in here, and then the computer will report what programs are on the disk you've put in. I think it's load load, comma 8. That's what it would be on a Commodore 64. Okay, we'll power it on. And I don't like the fact it's not stopping. Really not very good. Okay, here we go. Load. Uh-oh. L-O-8. Come on, 8. Show me 1-8. Somebody snuck an S in there. Snuck a Q. Oh, I got it. You like that? See it? Rubbing it may have caused the it's usually a carbonized rubber piece that's being pushed against some contacts, and the conductive rubber either gets a coating on it or just loses its ability to work. So maybe I did this by wiggling the switch. Maybe I was doing this thing to it. I don't know. Who knows? I got an A there. Anyway, that's good. Load. I believe it's quote. Star, quote, comma 8. The comma 8 tells the machine to look at the disk, but again, these are Commodore 64 commands. I don't know what's going to happen here. Here we go. Device not present error. Gotta have it plugged in upside down. Maybe not plugged in properly in the back here. It's definitely in on the back. Two ports that are identical on the back here. We'll try it in the other one. We'll see what happens here. I guess I gotta type it again. L-O-A-D star quote star quote. There we go. Device not present error. It's probably as far as I'm going to get with this. Because again, it's just continuously running here. I think that's probably the end of the road for that. Could be the load command, especially comma 8, is not going to operate this machine too. I may have that completely wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little research and we'll try this. Try this again. Okay, so I did a little bit of reading, and we'll try another command here. Open command. Open. I have to give it a file name that I'm assigning to whatever I'm opening. So open, I think you gotta go number and give it a number. 2, comma, what are we opening? We're going to try that. No. I'm going to try that star again. Okay, here we go. Syntax error. Didn't like that. Well, could be I used the double here. Let's try it again. Open number 2, comma, and then above the 8, no, above the 7. Let's try the other shift key here. There we go. Star, and let's try that. Syntax error. Okay, gotta do more reading. Not getting anywhere here. Okay, with a little more research here, I've discovered that if your disk drive keeps spinning and the red light stays on, which it is, then there's something wrong inside there. Unfortunately, you know, this is a small computer in itself, and it actually has some self-diagnostic stuff. When you turn it on, it runs these diagnostics, and if it picks up a problem, it will indicate it to you by flashing the red light. And mine won't flash the red light, so it could be the suggestion I read is that there's a read-only memory chip in here that's not being read. That's probably what's happening. So I'm going to have to pop this open and find and reseat that chip if I can do that, or I don't know. I don't know. I'm not getting a warm, fuzzy feeling here. Okay, well, I happen to have a old Commodore disk drive also, which can be plugged into this kind of computer. Heaven knows what's going to happen here. So this one is this kind of plug. Cannot plug it in wrong. It's got a little tab. It also has this ground wire, which tells me what that ground terminal is for on the back of the computer. I noticed before. Plug it in. Put on the ground wire here. Okay, now it's powered right out of that. Like you don't have to plug this in the wall or anything. Good luck on this working. Okay, let's switch on the computer. Coincidental ding from my phone. Okay, so once again we're in basic mode. Now, let's just see if I push play what happens here. Nothing whatsoever. Not a very good sign. I think we're beat already. Now, I gotta remember how to even use one of these tape drives. Wow, that's going right back to the early 80s for me. It's got some kind of device number. 8 was the device number for the disk. I think it's 1. Well, let's try it out here. We'll say load. I think it's the very same load. Comma, we're starting to guess, comma 1. Come on, 1. Oh boy. One doesn't want to go. Oh, hey, got it. There we go. Press play on tape number 1. Let's push play. Here we go. I push play. But I don't think this tape is turning at all. I don't think anything's going on. So hang on a second. So what I'm doing is I'm feeling the things that gotta turn. How about the cast that? There's no tape in it. Maybe it doesn't work without a tape. I kind of doubt that. This feels like it won't turn. Like the motor's jammed or something. Just get it going a bit. Should be fast forwarding right now. It's not doing anything. Okay, computer, I pressed play. What of it? Now it's going to sit here and wait for this. Well, somewhere I have some interesting programs on tapes. Commercially made programs to use around your house on an early Commodore computer on cassette tapes to go into one of these boxes. I can't remember what the programs did, but they're probably stupid things like keeping track of your, I don't know what, keeping track of something, keeping track of your Commodore computers. Okay, let's try run stop. Okay, so I broke the routine by pushing the run stop button here on the computer. And I don't know what to do. I got 2 drives here. Neither one wants to work. Doesn't mean I can't use this computer, but it means I can't store any of the programs that I might write. Which is one of the things about the Commodore computer, is you can sit and enter in your program, and then just 1 second here. Okay, I'm stuck. Okay, maybe I'm not stuck. What could be wrong is the plug that I've shoved into the back of the computer. Maybe it's not making contact. So I've got the tape drive switched on. I've got the play button pushed. I'm going to wiggle that plug in the back of the computer and see if I get any momentary action up here. Oh, I did. It did turn. Let's plug it back in. There. Plug it all the way. Out a bit. So it's just, so you know, this might have been true of the other drive too. So I'm going to plug this in and out a few times here. Ooh. Ooh, something terrible. Terrible crunching sounds came out of it there. Go again. Ugh. Seems to like it part way in, so we'll go. Okay, oddly enough, that's supplying power. Okay. Now what we'll try is to repeat that command again. Load Oops. Comma. 1. Yeah, 1. There we are. There we go. Press play. Okay, I'm going to push play. Searching for it. So it detected me pushing play on the tape. Searching for it. Of course, there's no tape. Now I need some tapes. Oh my gosh, where are those? Oh, a Commodore tape. Woo! Okay, stop it. And it doesn't seem to be smart enough to know the cassette stopped. The beauty of these, just shut it off. Shut it off. I'm gonna go looking for some tapes. Oh my gosh, where would they be? Well, I did manage to find a tape. So just a regular cassette tape. Now, first I've written a program here. I did it off camera. I'll list it. List. List. Here's my little program. Comment first, or a remark. It's a fun test. Print, my name is Hal. Then a delay loop for x equals 2 to 440 next. So this will just take a fraction of a second to process line 60. Line 80 says go back to 50, do it all over again. Let's take a look at what I get out of this. That's the result. Now, the reason I wrote this program is not because I wanted to do this. It's because I want a program that I can save on this tape. Let's stop this. Now, take this tape here and put it in a cassette. Gotta rewind this back a ways. Can't imagine a little program like this is going to take up much tape. Tape counter's working. We'll stop here, push 0, so I can find the start of this again. So now back to the computer. I think the command is basically save. What did I get there? I got part of it. I've discovered that rather than pounding on these keys to make them work, if I just push them down and kind of wiggle them lightly, they'll cough up a letter. Save. I've got to name it. We'll call it Jimmy. Why not? Save Jimmy. Yeah, save Jimmy already. Comma 1. There we are. Now I'm going to hit enter, and then it's probably going to ask me to push record and play on the tape. Let's see what it does here. Press play and record on tape number 1. Okay, here we go. Record and play. There we go. Oh, it says writing Jimmy. Writing. Okay, did it. I believe the cassette tape stopped spinning, so we'll stop it. We're going to rewind it back to 0. Oh, I was dumb. What did I just do? That was stupid what I just did. I lost control. I've lost control. So I zeroed it like an idiot when I shouldn't have. Okay, so hopefully I'm still ahead of the start. What we'll do now, I'm going to switch off the computer to okay, so that'll erase any program that was in here. I will now load Jimmy. Load Jimmy from cassette deck. Number 1. Press play. Okay. Searching for Jimmy. Searching away here. There's a good chance, not a good chance, there's a chance that it didn't actually record it because there's something wrong. And it's going to search for Jimmy for the rest of its days. How stupid of me to have reset to 0. So now I'm really kind of lost here as to where we are on this tape. Could I have possibly rewound it that far back? You could put the tape into a regular tape cassette player and listen to it, and when it gets to the computer stuff, it's quite a distinct hashy sort of sound to it. You really notice it. Well, this is bad news for me. I also dumped my little program I wrote. Turning very slowly, so we're just going to let it continue here for a little bit. And of course, the plug in the back I have not fully inserted because I found having it. This is the plug for the cassette deck. Having it half out seemed to supply the power necessary for this to operate. But for all I know, the data contacts are not working. Oh, son of a gun, how do you like that? It really boobed up when I reset to 0. I believe what it will say found Jimmy loading. If it finds me. Tape left. I think I just booped it all up. So either I proved the tape is not working right, or I just booped it up here. There's hardly any tape left. I think I did boop it up. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to repeat this little experiment here. Back a ways, stop, 0 it. Now, okay, you can stop searching here. Now, right before your eyes, a really simple program. Like, I'll make it really simple. The last one was kind of neat, but it's gone now. 40, print. Hello. Hello there. How about hello there? I'll make it a whole sentence. Hello to there. If I leave this blank, it will automatically assume that there's a carriage return and line feed occurring there. If I put a comma or a semicolon, something else will happen. So I should just simply print hello there. Make line 50. I think stop. That's what I need. Run that baby. There we are, and it printed hello there. So I have a program now in the machine. We can clear the screen. We can list the program. There it is. We'll now save. Save. You use my more formal name, James. Whoops. James, comma, device number 1. Okay, and now the cassette is zeroed, rewound and zeroed. Save it. Press play and record. Did it. Writing James. Smokes. There we are. Okay, so what I'm going to do with the cassette now is I'm going to rewind it so I see a 0 here. Wow, it's hardly moved. There, it's right on 0. I'm just going to go back a touch more. Okay, we're definitely behind the start point. Have to not sure how to clear the program without shutting down the computer here. Okay, here we go. Load. James. Comma 1. Device number 1. Come on, 1. There we are. Here we go. Press play. Okay. Searching for James. I should find it really quick. Come on. And we're getting 2 indications that, in fact, it's not actually working. Now, if I could pop that tape into a... Oh! Found James. Huh! Okay, let's list. Huh! There it is. Let's run. Hello there. So there we go. So I've got a cassette tape deck that'll work. That's really not... You know, it's not the greatest thing in the world. But then again, this whole computer is not the greatest thing in the world. There we go. I got one thing working. Disk drive. I'm not going to give up on that disk drive just yet. And I'll show you one of the reasons. Let me get the plug in my hand here. Okay, so again, this is the plug to the disk drive. To me, it looks like there's a good chance it didn't make contact. And I may have had this in upside down too, because there's no control on this. Except the word Commodore is written here, so you gotta kind of guess that this is the top of it, but well, maybe it didn't make contact. Let's try it again. So I'm going to pull the cassette deck out. Probably not supposed to do this with the computer running. Turn it off. It's definitely in all the way. And the fact is that there was apparently problems with the drive too. Turn on the drive. This just jumped, didn't it? When I did that. Ready. So stick in a disk here. I'm going to stick in a real Commodore disk. Again, this is not necessarily formatted for this drive. Not completely sure. I want to load. If I put a $sign here, this will load the disk directory, _8. Well, maybe this is the wrong device number. Maybe it's the wrong device number. Let's see if I can double check that. It's 8 on a Commodore 64, but it might not be 8 here. Okay, well, it didn't take long for me to find out that in fact the disk drive is shipped as device number 8. But it can also be changed. There's a hardware change you can make inside it to another number. And the possible numbers are 9, 10, and 11. So I think, believe it or not, I think I can go up the screen here, come over. I can change this to 9 and run it. So it may have printed exactly the same thing there. Probably did. See if I can get rid of some of that. Yep. It's going to write the same thing on top of itself. I'll never know it. Device not present. Try 10. Just guessing along here. 10, 10. And you can guess that that's just printed the same thing on top of itself there. And we'll try 11. Same thing. So it could be bad contact in the back here with the connector, but I really think it's a problem with the disk drive because you see it's spinning non-stop and the light is on all the time. That's just not normal. So I think what we got here is we got a cassette deck that works. We got a keyboard I can work with a little bit of struggle, and a disk drive that just doesn't want to help out. That's where I'm at. Hey, thanks so much for watching.